John. You're watching Mount Tammany Ridge, northwestern New Jersey, and we're down here at the Windy Woodyard today. You can see, probably sure you can hear it on the on the video. Wind is probably coming over on the mic here. So, anywho, down here at the Woodyard, and as you might be able to see here in the background, all of my wood is laying directly on the dirt. So that's not really what the original plan was. However, that's just kind of how things unfolded. I just had to do it. But now I'm going to try to undo that. This pile was probably twice the size when I started. I have gotten quite a bit of it split up. Some of it sold, some of it burned, and some of it's still up there drying. So I contacted a buddy of mine a few different times, and I was going to have go up there and try to get maybe some cedar log poles to put my firewood logs down on. But he seems to be really busy, so I'm just not going to really bother him anymore. I know he's probably got a lot of things going on, and kind of runs a little bit of a skeleton crew. So I think I'm going to try to take this on myself here with some of the junk trees. We've got those trees of heaven along the property line, and I'm going to drop one of them. Hopefully I can get enough length out of one of them. If not, I might have to take another one, which isn't a bad thing. I'd like them all to go, to be honest. That will probably happen sometime in the future when I don't have other things that are, on the front burner. So we're going to get the excavator up there. I'm going to get the chainsaw up and ready and running, and I'm going to drop one or two of these things and see if I don't know about this afternoon. I'll start dismantling this pile, putting it off to the side so I can put these, for lack of better words, I guess, sacrificial logs basically underneath, and then restack. So let me stop rambling here, and we'll get on up there and see what kind of mess we can make. All right, so I'm up here in the front yard. I'm gonna drop probably a couple of these things. Now I just want to make it clear, I'm sure it'll come across well in the video. I'm not a tree feller. I don't work for tree service companies. So anything that I do, is not instructional in any way. So please, don't take anything that I do and use it, as a practice of yours while felling trees. I'm just doing what I need to do to get things done, right? So as does a lot of ranchers and professional homeowners, right? So I'm gonna go down there. Like I said, these are those tree of heaven. A lot of these things are hollow. I don't know what's gonna happen. This thing could fall literally any direction. It's kind of windy. I really normally wouldn't choose to do something like this on a day like today, but there's just been too many times where I've been sitting around on my duff waiting for phone calls, for work, or for other things. I can't waste any more time. I need to start getting this done before any more bad weather rolls in. That way I have these things down there at the wood pile, so that way the next decent day I can get down there and knock this little project out. So let me get down there to the trees. I'm gonna see how this first one goes. I'm gonna do a very wide, shallow face cut on this. Like I said, I don't know if these trees are gonna be hollowed out at this point. A lot of them tend to be, but I just wanna make sure that I don't cut too far back and not give myself enough, dare I say, hinge wood. These trees of heaven, they don't have technically really any hinge wood to say, because they're very brittle and they just kind of pop and they send it. So any hinge that I might leave really is going to break, not like a normal hinge. It's just basically going to break right off, like most dead trees do. So let me get down there and wish me the best of luck. We'll see what happens here. All right, so there's the stump, there's the butt. As you can see down here, there's all kinds of crap for me to trip over. You know, I don't really care to have my workspace really be like that. I had a hard time keeping a solid footing. This is a low spot here, and it slopes up to the stump. As you can see, we got some number 3s and 4s in there, left over from an old pile. We got 2s and 3s there. And then back here, you know, we got some of these rotten tree tops that have fallen off over the years, and have a little pile back there to the wood bin. So I feel happy with the decision I made about how I you know, performed the face cut. It's, you know, it's terrible. You know, it's not like I have a ton of practice doing this, honestly. So my face cut, like I said, I left shallow and pretty well wide open in the face, and unfortunately I didn't get it as level as I would like to have, and I had to clean up that side quite a bit to make the back cut meet the bottom of the face cut properly. But so what I wound up doing, after I did the face cut, I decided I was going to do a plunge cut and then work my way back and leave a little bit of a trigger on the back so that I can exit that way. I really didn't have anywhere safe to go out this way. So, you know, I wanted to make sure that I did most of my cutting from this side because I had that tree there and that tree there. So I couldn't really get comfortable with where I needed to be and the angle that the saw needed to be. So that's why I chose to do the plunge cut, leave a trigger, and then go around to that side and then tap the trigger with the top side of the bar and make a beeline that way. So here you can see I left a pretty decent step in there. The reason why, like I said, is because there's no fibers in this wood, you know, so it just snaps off. And I wanted to be sure that I had a nice decent step there to make sure that this thing didn't jump off the stump easily. So forgot the long tape. I'm going to take a measurement of this, cut it off where I want it, and dispose of the other stuff. It ain't worth nothing. So I'll just throw that back here in our brush pile, and we'll see how I feel about doing the next one today. Maybe Monday or Tuesday, depending on the weather. So the wind seems to be getting worse. I don't know if I want to take a chance at doing another one. Yeah, right now I can hear, you know, tops, branches, and things like that from these tree of heaven things. It's all along this whole property line, all the way down, you know, all the way to the very bottom by the manure pile. And yeah, I'm not sure how much more I want to be hanging out underneath these trees as the wind gets worse. So I got one down at this point. We're gonna leave the next one for another video. I'll just post this one here. I haven't had a chance to do much of anything that has to do with chainsaws or splitters or anything like that for my viewers and my audience to indulge. So I'm gonna get the excavator fired up. I'm gonna get this thing cut where I want it, set it off to the side, clean up this mess, and I'll see you guys at the beginning of the week tomorrow. Don't forget, I'm going to my buddy Pete's house. I'm gonna help him by feeding that firewood processor, that Cord King that he has, and we'll see what kind of good footage we can get tomorrow. I think I'm gonna try a little bit harder to get off the machine, get over there, take some more footage of the processor doing its thing, and we'll get you some more content on that. I know it looks like you guys seem to enjoy that too. So again, if you really like what you're seeing here on my channel, I appreciate it, I do. And just make sure you hit that like button, you know, leave some comments if you feel like you want to. Hit that subscribe button. I've been very fortunate lately. I've been getting a lot of subscribers in a short amount of time in comparison to previous months. So I think I might be going in the right direction. Thanks again for hanging out with me here on Mount Tammany Ridge.